Okay. Good evening, everybody. Gonna be streaming some Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment tonight so that we can learn all about the imprisoning war and the Demon King and secret stones and whatnot. Master Fawful, it's going pretty well. Thanks for asking and thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you tuning into the stream tonight. We will be having a guest or two joining as well, so that should be pretty exciting. But without further ado, let's go ahead and start this up. I also updated the game beforehand, so we didn't have to wait on that. It's a good thing that I tried opening it before starting the stream. Otherwise, I would have been caught off guard by that software update notice. Demon King, Secret Stone. Okay, let's see. I think we want to go with normal. Voice language. English. We'll keep the camera settings as the default for now, I guess. I always go back and forth on whether I prefer inverted camera control or not. Yeah, hope everyone's day has been going pretty well. I was worried that I was going to have to cancel the stream because I woke up with a bit of a sore throat this morning, and it got a little worse as the day went on while I was at work. But I got home, I took a Dayquil, I drank some tea, I ate some food, and that seems to have helped to the point where now I really don't feel anything at all. Also, this is definitely an MP4 that's playing right now. There's a lot of compression going on from what I'm noticing. I doubt this is running in real time. But let me know how the game audio is. How the audio balancing is in general. If I need to turn it up or turn it down or whatever. Is that a secret stone? Oh, Fi's theme. Yo, Wizawats. Thanks for joining in. Oh, I have my...
I feel like I should shut up during the intro.
Nah, you're good. I was kind of yapping earlier when I was starting up too. I turned on my desktop audio so that people can actually hear you.
Oh, good.
Yeah. But for the chat, we have Wizawat in the Discord voice chat joining the stream.
Yo, what's up, chat?
He has a YouTube channel, again, goes by Wizawat, W-I-Z-A, what? And he makes some pretty excellent videos, I must say.
Thank you, sir. As do you.
Thank you. So we got some pretty interesting things going on in that intro with a Korok, it seems, I guess. I honestly haven't, like, apart from the trailers and the directs, I haven't really seen much of this game, to be honest.
Same, honestly. I feel like there's been some trailers, but I don't think I've watched anything since they had the trailer in the like the partner direct.
Yeah.
And then they like teased the like construct character. That's really all I know. And I think that they're just gonna do some link insertion shit, but we'll see.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be in here somehow. I don't know how, but We got a question in the chat. Favorite 2D Zelda? For me, it's a tie between A Link to the Past and A Link Between Worlds. I'd say for me, it's a tie between A Link Between Worlds and Link's Awakening.
Yeah, good choices. I would probably say Link Between Worlds personally. Link's Awakening is amazing. I haven't played all the 2D Zeldas, but also the original is really, really good. But Link Between Worlds is probably my pick.
Yeah, Link Between Worlds is great. You know how that the Nintendo Store app that Nintendo just put out on
Yeah, I was
smartphones?
trying to find my info, and I have like, I guess I have like multiple accounts, and so my data is like so weird, and I have no idea what to make of it.
Yeah, my data's kind of screwy and messed up as well. But we were talking about Link Between Worlds, and that's one of the games that I have over 100 hours on apparently, which honestly doesn't surprise
Damn.
me. I've played that game a lot of times.
I've only played it once, and I would say it's my favorite 2D Zelda. But I haven't really played. I would say probably the Zelda that I've replayed the most would be Wind Waker, and then
That's up there
maybe
for me.
Ocarina.
That was also a over 100 hours game for me on my play activity. It's Wind Waker HD.
Yeah, that damn nice. Yeah, I probably have like maybe not 100 hours, but I will say that I have played it numerous times, both the original and Wind Waker HD. I did an HD playthrough some time ago when we first started talking. I don't know if you remember that. But I've also done like a bunch of Wind Waker streams where like I have a good buddy of mine where we just would stream Wind Waker. We probably tried streaming Wind Waker on like 3 different playthroughs. And so there'd be like one on my stream, one on his stream. And so bonded heavily over that game. So I've just spent like so much time in it. I don't know. I would say maybe if you count like our playthroughs together on stream, then I would probably be close to like 100 hours or so.
Yeah.
Zelda dear, why don't we take a look around?
Also, I don't mind much that we're talking like over this opening cutscene because it seems like it's pretty similar to just like one of the memories from what I've been seeing in Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah.
At least the beginning part was.
Yeah, that makes sense. I was gonna ask you like what are your expectations for the game? Because I feel like I saw you say in a comment or something that you were generally like, I just like the Muso style, and you didn't have like too much expectations for the story. Where I feel like a lot of people may be jumping in thinking like, oh yeah, I'm getting in this for the story.
Oh no, you might be confusing me with someone else because I like the Warriors games. Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. I may have misspoken then. I thought
okay.
I saw you say that you do like the Muso games.
Yes, I do.
Or the gameplay style, yeah.
Yeah, I've been playing Hyrule Warriors since the Wii U original.
Nice.
So that's the main reason why I picked this up is because of the gameplay, because I saw like, you know, aside from the trailers, I did see like a couple of ads here and there leading up to launch. And I was just like, man, this game looks really fun. Like, it's a Warriors game, and I really like the gameplay in them. No matter how people will say, like, they're repetitive, but they just scratch that itch, I guess, for me.
Yeah.
So that's the main reason I picked it up. I know a lot of people are mostly interested in it because of the story, wondering if it's going to be canon or not. I don't know if it is canon. But, like with Age of Calamity, that was people's biggest problem with that game's story from what I've been able to tell. And I can kind of get where they're coming from. Did you play
Age of Calamity?
I did.
You played
yeah. And I liked it, 20 FPS aside. But
yeah, dude, I thought about picking it up back then, but I think it was the performance that. Yeah, I've had like weird hesitations with Hyrule Warriors. Like, I have the Wii U version, and I've played a few hours, but didn't get super far in it. And I didn't really pick it up at launch. It was like, I got it secondhand, like some time ago.
Mm-hmm.
And
What's up, fellas?
yo,
Sorry to interrupt.
Oh, you're good. You're good. What's up, Kohana?
Kohana
Nothing
joining the
much.
stream.
That's right. I
Welcome,
just,
welcome.
wrapped up editing. I'm excited to see a bit of this game. It looks like it starts out the same as Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah, it looks like it's starting out pretty similarly. Like the first memory from Tears of the Kingdom. This is new,
Yeah.
though.
Stand back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I was just saying, yeah, so I played like a little bit of the Wii U game and then the performance or for Age of Calamity. Like I was interested in the idea of it for the story. And then the performance, I was just like, man, I don't know if I really care about this that much. And then I heard people talking about how they treated like I would honestly just love to hear your thoughts on it because I don't really know much of what happens and I don't really care about spoilers, but I'm curious about like I've just heard people complain about like the ending is just like insane, like fucking I don't know. I guess I shouldn't say in case anybody in chat doesn't want spoilers, but
Yeah, I guess without
kind of a
revealing
mess.
too much about Age of Calamity's story, it very is much like an alternate timeline sort of deal for Breath of the Wild.
Just as you did on
And, you know, in a vacuum, I think that it is pretty cool. And over time, I am not really bothered too much by it not being canon or being like what it was, I guess, advertised as and what people expected it to be, like an actual prequel to Breath of the Wild. I think that for what it is, it's neat. It does get pretty crazy, like in the last act of the game, and like pretty fan servicey. So if you're into that and you put the whole it not being canon aside, I think that you can get some like pretty good enjoyment out of that game's story.
Yeah, I don't know that I necessarily like
Oh, finally gameplay.
I don't really know how I would feel, honestly. I guess I wouldn't really know until I got into it, but
I'll help as well.
I like the idea of them taking the story seriously just to like give more stakes to it.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how I would feel about like I like the idea of them just going all out and seeing where they can go with it, but also have there be like a point to it, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know, I guess I'm wishy-washy on it.
I never made it very far in either of the Hyrule Warriors games, so I can't comment too much, unfortunately. I don't know. I didn't really have any issues with the story, I guess, from what I played of Age of Calamity. I just like, I don't know. I got like the idea of sinking like 40 hours into that game, like having to, you know, just deal with the gameplay for that long. I was like, I don't really know about that, and so I haven't been back to it in quite a while. I'd be
Yeah.
interested in trying it out now, though.
Yeah, especially now that on Switch 2 it doesn't run like dog shit anymore.
Yeah, that was kind of a hurdle for me too, because I played a lot of it in co-op, and we were like, oh my god, this is borderline unplayable.
Is there an enemy left?
What was the what
Oh,
was
on
it like in
co-op.
co-op?
Oh my god. No.
It was like 20 FPS, probably.
Oh man. Yeah, I did see that. I think I was watching a review and they were like, "Yeah, the co-op in this game is 30 FPS." And I'm like, "Dang, if the co-op is only 30 FPS on Switch 2, I wonder what it was like on Age of Calamity. It must have been a mess."
Yeah, it was horrible. I'm definitely like willing to give it another go though. I just like I don't know. Like I think it does say something that I've bounced off both Hyrule Warriors games like very early on. So I don't know. I didn't end up picking this one up.
Dude, there's like
across
fucking
sky and
I
earth,
didn't realize until like
shall prevail.
a couple days ago how close the release date
Smile upon
between like Kirby and Prime 4 was.
Mhm.
So I'm like, oh man, I don't need to pick up this game. Like I'm getting both Kirby and Metroid Prime. So I'm like, yeah, I think I'll be fine.
Yeah, people were like really kind of underselling how stacked like the last half of the year was for Switch 2. Like,
Mhm.
you
Yeah.
hear all these these complaints about like no games coming out for it, and then we have Hyrule Warriors, then 2 weeks later Kirby, And then 2 weeks later, fucking Metroid Prime 4. Like, what else do you want?
Yeah, I think people are just trying to find caveats for everything. And so
Yeah.
like you can come up with excuses of like you can say like, oh, Kirby Air Rider is like that's just more Mario Kart bullshit. Who wants that? And then Metroid Prime 4, that game is like, have you seen the desert? That looks like shit. People will just find an excuse for any single game.
Yeah.
But then when you actually look at it in totality, like it is so much. Like I didn't pick up Pokemon either, but even still, I'm like, I've played Mario Kart, I played Donkey Kong, and I've got 2 more games that I'm really excited for. As far as like first party, like in I don't know how long it's been, like 6 months. Like I'm actually totally fine with that.
I think that's a great release. I totally even forgot about Pokemon, so there's another one.
Yeah, I don't blame you though. I kind of forgot
Yeah.
about Pokemon too.
Yeah. Everyone's already had their
No Pokemon guys here.
I don't know if we can talk about the game for like a quick second here. I don't know how this opening is like. I'm really liking it too much. It's kind of slow for a Warriors game. I didn't even pay attention to what I was supposed to do here.
Well, they're just you know, really like honing in on what made Tears of the Kingdom different from Breath of the Wild with this game.
This is like Zelda if it was a Sony game.
Oh man. I hope we're not distracting you too hard.
Oh no, it's fine.
He knew what he was signing up for, inviting us.
True. And also streaming.
Yeah.
It's like it's so hard to pay full attention when you're streaming.
Yeah, but it just further proves like what I said earlier. Like the main reason I bought this game was for the gameplay. That's the main reason why I get the Warriors games to begin with. I am interested in the story in a sense, but it's like secondary to the gameplay for me. Which is why right now, I kind of wish we could get things going a little quicker. Oh my god, another cutscene. It's also really distracting that these are obviously like these compressed MP4 files.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
noticing
You can
that
tell even
now.
on the stream.
When from what I've been seeing the gameplay segments, this game looks really pretty.
Yeah, it's like
And it was running like really well, surprisingly. There were like a couple of frame drops here and there I noticed in that first battle. But like nothing, obviously nothing like Age of Calamity.
Thank God.
it kind of looks like when you're in a cutscene, like you're watching a cutscene in like Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom on Switch 1. And then when you're in gameplay, it's like the enhanced editions on Switch 2, like the actual gameplay. It's like, it's interesting.
Demon King? Secret Stone?
Holy shit. I'm just now hearing of this. I finished editing my Donkey Kong Bonanza video. I'm gonna see if I can get that up tomorrow.
Nice.
Pretty excited for it.
Am I gonna get rage baited by it?
Yes, you will.
I'm excited.
Thank
I
you.
didn't check out the stuff that you put in here because I've been a little busy, but I'm excited to go into it blind.
Big
I hope
boss.
I
Psycho
don't
Mantis.
disappoint. It's certainly no like I wish I loved Tears of the Kingdom in terms of like the scope of you know, the criticism and like depth and stuff. I kind of just like lay out the reasons I didn't like it as much without really trying to like convince people, and then talk about like what that meant to me.
Yeah, I'm excited to see like where you get with your feelings in the end.
Yeah.
I think that's what I'm most excited to hear.
Yeah, and hopefully that like, you know, keeps people from hating me too much.
Yeah, you guys heard
Yeah.
it. You guys heard it
I
here.
feel
If you
that.
want to get rage baited, check out Kohana's channel tomorrow for that DK Bonanza video. It's gonna
No,
be dropping.
don't. I'm gonna
Oh,
get
new
so many
character.
dislikes. Oh shit.
Now forget all that talk about
Donkey Kong Bonanza, it's no Bonanza. I literally make that joke in the video.
You know I can't do that. Oh, and today's your first time meeting
Is there
Lady
any
Luck.
Is there any-
particular
oh.
franchise that you want to try for the first time, my answers would be Borderlands and Kingdom Hearts. There's a lot. Devil May Cry is one. I just recently purchased the whole series on a Humble Bundle deal for like 20 bucks. I don't know when I'll get to them, but
Nice.
but like, if it wasn't clear now that when I said that I really like the Warriors games, and I also say I really like Bayonetta. I like character action games that are like flashy and very spectacular in that sense. So, Devil May Cry is a series I've been wanting to try out for a while.
Just what is this?
Yeah, I really need to give 5 a go. I've played like a little bit of 1 and a little bit of 3. I didn't get very far in them, but I feel like 5 could get me.
Your first time seeing a construct?
I'm having a hard time thinking of franchises that I haven't played, but I feel like there's quite a few where I've played like one entry and I want to do more. So I'd say first thing that
As you may know,
jumps out
she seeks
to
a
me
means to
is
return to her own time.
Metal Gear Solid, because I've really only played
Ooh.
MGS 3.
Oh yeah, you need to play it.
Please
I say as
Yeah.
someone who's only played 2 games, but you need to play the others. Well,
Yeah,
especially
bro
the
played
one.
MGS 2, loved it, and then hasn't touched 3. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
I played a little bit of 2 actually. I did own 2. 2 was the first one that I tried. Like when I was a kid,
There she
my
is.
cousin gave me his PS2, and MGS2 came with it, and I was like, I was very young, so I was like, I have no idea what the fuck is going on in this game. This is too much for me to handle right now. So I put it down and never really came back to it. But then within the last like 8 years or so, I can't remember when it was, but that was when I played 3 on like the PS3 collection.
Mhm.
And that game was so much fun.
I think my answer to that question would be Red Dead Redemption.
Ooh.
I've technically played like 10 minutes of the first one, but I didn't get very far, obviously. And then I haven't touched 2 at all, but I know
This
they're
cutscene is
both,
so
like,
long that my
phenomenal
Switch
games.
darkened. Sorry for interrupting you, but
You're good.
I just saw that. Oh my god.
But yeah, y'all need to hop on MGS 2 and 3 respectively. So they're phenomenal.
Would you be willing to let me examine it?
Especially 3.
Useful in my studies.
Of course.
Xenosaga, yeah, that too.
Mhm. Yeah, I haven't played any of the Tales
Knew
games
this would
either,
happen.
as Bellows mentioned them in the chat.
Yeah. Dragon Quest,
Yeah,
that's another
neither.
one I really want to play. Fuck. There's so much.
Also, that was more Minoru screen time that she got in the entirety of Tears of the Kingdom.
Lamo.
Maybe it'll finally be canon and we can learn about these characters.
Yeah.
Dude, I gotta imagine they're gonna try to flesh out the Sage characters, and like, thank God, because my God, let's get something going on there. I feel like, you
I think-
know, even for as little screen time as or I don't know what they were called in Breath of the Wild, but like fuck, I can't even remember their names. Like Urbosa and not Minoru, Mifa.
Mifa.
Those guys, like, those were cool. Those characters were cool. So it was a bummer that what we got in Tears was just
These
so
faceless,
bland.
whoever the fuck they are, characters.
Yeah.
I think it'd be hilarious if this whole game just keeps them with their masks on, because I don't even know if they've shown their faces like in the trailers.
Dude, they gotta
But I
unmask
think
them,
it'd be really
please.
funny if they're still masked.
Oh my gosh, that was a choice.
I came to Dragon Quest late with 8 and didn't even beat my first DQ until 11. Now I want Dairy Queen. But yeah, I still haven't finished any Dragon Quest game, but I got really far into 11. I just got really busy with school around that time, and I dropped it. And you know, when you drop an RPG, especially when you're like so late into it and you try coming back to it months later, it's like really difficult to get back into it.
Yeah, that's fair. I was excited to let you guys know that I think I'm getting close to wrapping up my Earthbound playthrough.
Let's fucking go.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I had something very funny happen like right before I joined. So the last thing that I just did was I got my last melody and I popped up in a very strange place and I immediately stopped playing. But the boss that I was fighting, I was like, you know, I feel like I'm a little over leveled. Let me just try out some weird shit. So I like casted like one of Ness's like flash spells
Mm-hmm.
and it on the first turn and it just killed the boss in one turn.
Dude, hell yeah.
Is what we call an envoy.
Sounds like
like,
you're in the
okay.
home stretch.
Yeah.
Oh my
yeah,
God.
I feel like I'm close.
Is this one of the sages? So I just saw a mask for the Goron one.
Oh my God, no.
Show his face.
No, you're supposed to take the mask off, not put it on.
And now the Gorons
Oh,
forged their
man.
pacts with Hyrule.
Do you think you'll play Mother 3 next or soon?
I think I'll probably take a break, but I definitely really want to play it.
Oh,
I want to
dude,
like.
You have to. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think I just want to play like probably some. I think the next game I want to play is probably going to be like an indie game, like a more modern indie game. I really wanted to play Mina the Hollower, but that's not coming out for
Unfortunately.
however long. But since I just played all 3 Metroid Primes and then Earthbound, I'm like, I need to play like something modern before I start like.
Oh.
I know I'm gonna be spending a bunch of time in the newer games coming out, but I've been playing a lot of old stuff lately.
Seeking cooperation with the continent at large.
Ganon?
I haven't been playing many games at all, to be honest with you. I'm like 3 hours into Death Stranding, and I started it like a week and a half ago. That's really all I got going on right now.
Well, you've
You've
been
been a
grinding away
busy
at that
beaver
video.
with
Yeah.
the videos, yeah.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, I'm working on the next one. I've like gotten a decent way into capturing footage, so probably spend some time doing that as well. Who fucking knows if I'll even catch up on 2025 games. I had a big plan to like beat all the ones I own by the end of this year, and I don't think that's even gonna happen. And I don't really care that much.
And that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone in
Yeah,
the chat want to like
it's a lost
scrub
cause.
through to see how long that cutscene was? Because Jesus fucking Christ.
Looking right now.
Of course.
Past 8 minutes. Yeah,
I mean,
think it's
since
like a
that
10-minute cutscene.
Wow. Okay.
since that combat
playing again.
section, since that first combat section, it's been like almost 15 minutes.
Jesus. Well, we're back doing combat now. Thankfully. I did notice there was a part in the cutscene where that new character was like talking to Zelda like, remember when like you and Rauru and Sonya were doing like all these silly antics? I was like, I would have liked to see those, please, instead of being like already getting exposition or like flashbacks for things that, you know, I would appreciate having seen myself. For some more like
I am
character
a huge
moments.
exposition hater, so I don't love that.
You've heard it here first, folks. This game is dog shit.
Yeah. I'm just it's so easy for me to like I'll admit I'm just being an asshole and nitpicking just because of my, you know, my history with Tears of the Kingdom in general.
Master Fawful says, I'm also hoping to finally try the Metroid Prime games, especially since I don't have much experience with shooter games. Well, I played them all in the last month. Well, I didn't play Hunters or Federation Force, but played the main trilogy, and they're awesome. I'm so excited for 4.
Piercing light. Okay.
Xenoblade can put me in an hour and a half cutscene and I'm happy. Agreed. It
Yeah,
just
only
depends
only
on the
Xenoblade
cutscene.
can do it though.
Yeah.
And Metal Gear Solid. And like Kojima games in general too.
Yeah.
Those are the exceptions.
One day I'll get there with Xenoblade. One
Would you
day.
like to review them with a rematch? No. Let's gotta move on, please.
So asset hunters, bro. Well, I mean, once we started playing Weevil, we were like dominating. You know, like that was a pretty good time. I want to play more multiplayer.
Oh, did you guys play some? Or did you play with like Liam or something?
Yeah. When
For
he
his
was doing
video?
the Prime Hunters video, we
Nice.
played multiplayer, and yeah, like it was King K. He figured out that like Weevil and his cannon was like super fucking overpowered, so he was just like dominating us for a couple of matches
Display
until
the
we like
special
all started
actions menu.
using him. And basically,
Nice.
whoever like used Weevil and then everyone else that like didn't ended up winning.
Oh man.
That's funny.
The Weevil meta.
Yep.
Those characters are cool, man. Like that
They really
intro
are.
cutscene, like actually just lives in my head just because those character designs are so awesome. I hope they like try to stick more of them in Prime 4 somehow.
God, yeah. Yeah, Bello's talking about like the guy that like I don't remember what his name is, but he turns into like a little spider and he crawls around and leaps at people. Like he gave us a tough time too. We were doing
Yeah.
multiplayer. So I hope he's in Prime 4. I love that guy.
Okay, so they got the Flurry Rush back from Age of Calamity as well.
What kind of characters were playable in Age of Calamity, like outside of like the most expected ones?
Let me try to remember off the top of my head. You could play as the Great Fairy, and she like moves around in like her with like the fountain and all.
Oh my god,
Across the
that's
map.
hilarious.
Hestu, the big Korok. He was pretty cool.
Nice.
I like playing as him.
Hestu's great.
Yeah, but for the most part, there definitely wasn't as much variety as there was like in the first Hyrule Warriors game. It was mostly the characters you would expect to be
Gotcha.
playable.
Yeah, the first one had, I just remember like, it seemed like direct after direct, like just getting more character reveals. Like it was like fucking Smash, and I was like, damn, this is crazy. I remember when they revealed Ganondorf with his like crazy hair design, and I was like, dang, wait, maybe I need to like jump into this game. This is kind of hype. Hino. These early Hylian designs are interesting.
Special, okay, another tutorial with the okay.
Yo, Kohana, I want to ask you something, and you can stop me if I'm making shit up or you don't want to talk about it on stream, but were you like working on a idea that was like a video idea about Nintendo sequels? Was that an idea for something else, or am I just pulling shit out of my ass right now?
Not gonna lie, I don't recall that.
Oh,
Doesn't ring a
man.
bell.
Damn. I thought I
yeah,
remember you like asking a question about that in the server.
Shit. It was for this video. Just Donkey Kong.
Okay. Sweet.
It's like
Now I'm even more
relevant to the
excited.
point I make.
Sorry if I cut you off.
No, you're good. You're good. It was like just part of like a point I make in the video, basically. Not like a crux of my argument necessarily, but just kind of like a feeling I had. So.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah, I've been
fighting
thinking about
Raru
it.
now.
Oh, Raru, the bad guy. I've just been thinking about it like a lot since I finished Prime 2, and I feel like there's a killer video idea in there.
I hope I did the right one. Yes.
I'm sorry, Bello.
I don't think you have Hylian eugenics. Thanks.
Have you guys done like the title and thumbnail A/B testing?
Not title yet because I haven't uploaded in months. So
Oh yeah.
Same.
'Cause I'm curious
I don't
if,
think I've
like,
tried that.
I'm the interface right now looks like you're associating a thumbnail with a title, and I want to know if I can just like randomize the thumbnails and the titles. I'm not sure if that's a thing.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. I haven't had it since. Yeah, I don't think it was available when I put out my last video.
Okay, I'll just try it out and see what happens.
Yes.
I'm starting to feel a little exhausted with the AB meta.
Yeah.
Like it's part of the game, but like I empathize with the people that are like that feel like kind of tricked by it and are frustrated by it.
I'm with you, Zelda.
Or like they've watched a video and then
oh, that's pretty cool.
click off and then it pops back up in their feed with a new title and thumbnail and they're like, huh? I don't remember watching this. And then they
It's
click
to
on it.
trick
It's like,
you
oh,
into
it's this
watching the
video.
same video again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I completely messed that up. Also, guys, I don't know if you noticed this earlier when I brought up like an item menu, but it's that same fucking horizontal menu from, you know, the
God.
past 5 Zelda games.
They must think that they're so fucking funny.
Well, I'm not fucking laughing. I'm laughing ironically, but
I
really,
will admit, I'm kind of a scrolling defender, but I think it was pretty trash in Tears and better in Echoes, I will say.
I think I agree with that. It's just really funny that they keep doubling down on it. They don't like, there's nothing they can do to make it a little easier on us.
Yeah. I really wonder, like, how they're going to adapt to the feedback for the next Zelda game. Because it's like, obviously they did a really good job transitioning from Skyward Sword to Breath of the Wild. But when the sales for the newer games are, like, so insane, like, I wonder how much they're willing to like budge.
yeah.
Because I feel like that kind of feedback wasn't as like charged for Breath of the Wild, obviously, but for Tears, like they gotta know, like what a lot of people are feeling right now.
They have to.
Beating this guy's ass.
Yeah. It's like slowly coming back to me. Because I haven't played a Warriors game since I finished Age of Calamity, and that was like 4 years ago. But that game got like really involved with some of its gameplay systems. I thought it was really cool. Wait, why am I fighting him again? Am I like stuck in a loop? Is this the power of his secret stone? Demon King?
You just fight every boss.
Am I like I'm
4
skipping like some
times.
dialogue I feel or something that's telling me I can skip the battle and I'm not paying attention.
Streamer curse.
Video has been scheduled. Will it become the worst disliked video on my channel behind the most recent one, the fucking bracket?
Really? Wait, what's the like ratio on that?
The ratio's 88.3.
Ooh.
So
Wow.
not like
How many likes?
Not as bad as it
100
could be, honestly.
Yeah,
Considering some of the
Damn.
shit we pulled.
true. Yeah, almost advancing Xenoblade 2 to the
Yeah.
semifinal over Mario Galaxy.
Yeah.
People did not like that one.
Yeah, I hit dislike when you guys didn't advance Star Fox 64. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm sure many did. Bello probably did.
I actually don't even remember what it was up against. I was like, no!
Tears
Star
of the Kingdom.
Fox 64! Oh, yeah. I think Star Fox 64 is probably the second best N64 game.
Damn, that's crazy. I assume you like Mario 64 more?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, not a big Ocarina guy. Or Majora's Mask.
Dude, no. I love those games, but Star Fox 64 is fucking awesome.
It's alright.
I went on a binge with that where I like got every medal, and like I also
That's
it just
I
made
kept
me...
challenging him again. That's what I was doing. Oh my god.
Oh yeah. It made me like fall in love with like arcade, like score attack stuff again.
Yeah.
And when I really like, because I didn't grow up with Star Fox 64 really, and when I got into it, it was like getting back in touch with that kind of gameplay. So I have very fond.
He took off his
Felix for that.
mask. He's a character.
It-
He's a real character.
Is it just Daruk?
Agrestun?
Mind if we join
Oh.
you? We could use the practice.
I love his stash beard
Yeah.
combo.
Okay, I'm digging the design.
My Goron brothers.
Kind of got like
I hope
what's her
you're
name?
ready for
The girl in Impa's like house in Breath of the Wild. What's her fucking name? I'm
Paya?
blanking on it. Yes, that's what he looks
Paya.
like to me.
Yep. Pura came
Goron
along and
Paya.
everyone forgot about Paya, bro.
Yeah.
Paya was bae, dude.
Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, the charged unlock. Yes. Oh my gosh, that shit is next level. Bello's talking about in Star Fox 64. Like, if you want to really boost your score, you can do charge shots, obviously, that lock on. But there's like a tech where if you charge your shot and you
Wait,
place it where it like lands on an enemy
Ooh,
without
switch
having
characters, okay.
without having locked onto them, then you get extra points for it, and it's so fun to pull off.
That's pretty cool.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Alright,
I respect
playing as
it.
Rauru
Star Fox
now.
is the shit.
A simple enough matter.
Shit, I just realized I didn't feed my cats tonight. Let me go do that real quick.
Oh yeah.
Kitties!
I endure. My turn. Carry on.
Master Falco says, I personally really like Ocarina, but I also have a decent amount of problems with it, and as a result, I kind of respect it more than I enjoy it. But Ocarina is still a 7 out of 10 game, in my opinion. I think that's fairly common.
hmm
I wouldn't say it's a 7 out of 10 for me. I'd probably still say it's like a 9 out of 10. But, yeah, I've been like up and down on Ocarina over time. Not to a degree where I would say I've ever like disliked it. But I think like a while ago during the older YouTube days, the sequelitis days, that was like when it was, yeah, I took the Kool-Aid on the sequelitis takes on Ocarina for a while. But then, you know, over time I was like, you know what? No, Ocarina is fucking awesome. And, you know, I guess the take is like, it's not as respectful of your skill and time as like A Link to the Past, but in its original context, like, Ocarina is incredible. And it just has like an even more grandiose vibe than I could ever get from A Link to the Past personally, which is just it gets points for me.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I said it in my Ocarina of Time video. I was also someone who like kind of parroted like the whole sequelitis talking points of that game as well. Until like, you know, I learned to form my own opinions and not let YouTube speak for me. I had a really big problem of doing that, especially when I was a lot younger. But you know, it's part of maturing, I guess.
Yeah. And I'm not even
Also-
saying that the video is bad or anything, but it's just like a different perspective. Sorry, I cut you off.
No, I was just gonna say there are still some videos that not some quotes that I still quote from that video that I think are genuinely really funny.
There's so much goddamn waiting in Ocarina.
Fuck you, Scour Sword. Fuck you. Oh my god.
Yeah, really the genius of that video was like the presentation and
Oh
the
yeah.
packaging of it. Like he was so I don't know how people feel about Aaron
Bomb bowling.
these days. Bomb bowling.
This game has
Yeah.
bomb bowling.
He was so good at that shit. He was like so ahead of the curve on like persuasive gaming essay. And I wish he did more of those.
Yeah, that was his last one, I think, was the
For
Ocarina of Time
years,
one.
I never knew my own strength.
there
Was
was
that
the,
really the last one?
I think so, because there's the Castlevania
My
one,
mother's still alive.
which was Castlevania 1 and 2, I believe. And
Yep.
Mega Man
Mega
X.
Man.
Were there in her stead.
That one was just him glazing Mega Man X for 20 minutes straight, from what I remember.
Yeah.
Now,
But you know,
discovering
fair.
the truth here like
Mega Man
this,
X is great.
I'm so happy. I hope to be just like you and Queen Sonia one day.
Yep, looks like you're right.
protecting my people,
Or doesn't appear to
giving them
be.
a reason to live.
Yeah, no, I don't think he made any more after that.
Only one thing to do. Find a way to return you to your own era.
Come on, Aaron Hansen. Give me
Final
the goods.
Fantasy had a similar dark time because of Spoonie. I've heard a lot about that. I haven't actually... I never watched any of those videos. I never even really knew about, you know, Spoonie's impact on Final Fantasy until many years later.
Has already meant the world to us.
Yeah, I'm not really familiar with Spoonie, but I just... When I think of Final Fantasy X in that regard, it was always like the laughing scene and people just like not getting it.
Yeah.
My opinion is that's a stupid ass name. I've never heard of that person though.
Hey guys, how's the stream and game going? Just joining now. The game had about 30 minutes of cutscenes, but I actually got to play it for a bit there, and the combat kind of fucks. Yeah. So I'm very impressed in that regard so far, and we're just starting off. So I'm having fun.
They unmasked a sage.
They unmasked the
Let's
sage,
go.
yeah. These guys are actual characters now. Now we got a world map, I guess. Add some feature to the poor pad.
Good.
Yeah, Bello, I love Final Fantasy X, but that's also partially because it's the first Final Fantasy game that I played.
Yeah, it's the whole like the best Final Fantasy game is the first one I played, sort of thing.
That's how I feel about Souls as well. I feel like that's very common in the Souls
For
fandom.
sure.
Yeah, for me it was Demon Souls, and like I want to say it's my favorite, but I definitely do like it a lot. Do like me some Demon Souls.
I don't know what my first one was because I played like Dark Souls 3, Bloodborne, and Elden Ring kind of like all at the same time.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Not like simultaneously beating
Like back to
them, but,
back,
like,
kind of.
No, it was like I had started saves that I was like not taking super seriously, kind of all at the same time, and then like Elden Ring I got super into. So like Elden Ring was the first one I beat, but I had played others before. I couldn't remember like what order though, but they're all like just peak games in my opinion.
I've further yet to go.
DS1 was my first, and I fucking hated it in the beginning. And The only reason I started playing it was because I had a group of friends online that were like, all like, oh yeah, let's just play Dark Souls on Skype together. And I was like, I want to join you guys. What's Dark Souls? I was like, oh my god, this game is so fucked. I was not ready, and then I just stuck through it after much frustration, and yeah, then it became my favorite. And since haven't really beaten a ton of them, but I've tried most of them, and I've beaten DS1 and Dark Souls 3. Yeah, I don't think I've beaten any of the other ones.
No Bloodborne.
No Bloodborne. I played a bit of Bloodborne, but I just fell off of it.
Favorite. I just replayed it recently to go through the DLC for the first time, and it's still just as peak as I remember. Like, I love the scale and the scope of Elden Ring. Like, it's probably like one of the best games I've ever played, period. But like, you know, Bloodborne just has unique mechanics and like a vibe and stuff that no other game really has. So for that reason, it's still my favorite.
Yeah, man. I wish that I could love Elden Ring. I think
You
the like
don't?
aesthetic. No, dude.
Oh.
Let's see how many hours I have in Elden Ring.
Doesn't matter, Uncle
problem
Ben. Liza
is-
P is better than all of them.
I have 84.6 hours in Elden Ring, and that's across a couple different saves, because it was like my first save I abandoned, and then I tried to get back into the game like a year or so later. And I think the aesthetic is really cool. It feels like I love the Dark Souls aesthetic most of all, as opposed to like Bloodborne, even though Bloodborne is fucking sick. But the scope is just like too much for me. It just becomes exhausting to play after a while.
I don't know. I think part of my like infatuation with it was probably just that it was the first like Souls game I really got into. So like it was just getting to experience that loop of like beating bosses just over and over and over again, and like always seeing something like cool and new in the world. So like my memories with that game like can keep me going through like an entire playthrough of it these days.
Yeah, that world is just so dense. It's not just that it's big,
Yeah.
it's dense as well.
Yeah, it's probably an ideal like first game in the series to jump into.
I agree. I think it can be like the easiest and the hardest in the series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dark Souls 1 was not like one of the first ones I played. I think out of all of the ones I've beaten, it was the one I played for the first time the most recently. And I found it like honestly pretty damn easy, especially the bosses.
Dangerous creatures reside here.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely
Right.
I think a lot of the challenge from that game comes from like not understanding the gameplay. So then when you have the experience of the other games, like I remember like I got my brother to play DS1 and I was so excited because he was like not into it as like I was like, oh yeah, DS1's the best one. This is so good because you know it's my first one. And my brother had played Bloodborne and DS3 and Elden Ring. And I was like, oh, you don't know what you're getting into. This is very naive of me. But I was like, you don't know what you're getting into until you try Dark Souls 1. Because I was like heavily biased towards it. And then I started watching him play and he was just destroying everything. And it was like such a rude awakening for me. I was like, oh man, wait, he's just actually good at these games. So there's like no problem for him whatsoever.
And like I still love Dark Souls 1. You know, it's cool to kind of see like how the series got its start, and like you know the gameplay was still fun. even though
Another
it wasn't, like,
walking
challenging
segment.
the way it was. Yeah, the rest of the games do train you up. Feels like the Fisher Price of Soul games now. Exactly. Like the only segments I remember having a lot of difficulty with are like the ones that are just fucking brutal in like their design, like Blight
Tomb
Town.
of Giants.
Tomb of Giants. Which one is that? That's not like
It's just
the.
That's like the catacombs into where you fight Nito.
Yeah, I remember Nito.
you don't remember because you couldn't see a fucking thing in that
Yeah,
area.
It's the.
It's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the
yeah,
area
yeah,
we're in right now, the depths. This is Tomb of Giants
Yeah.
with Zelda
Yeah,
edition.
that's the area I was thinking of actually. So yeah, like the Light Town and that one, like where it's just
Yeah.
pitch fucking black, like that was where I struggled the most.
I forgot the name of it, but also like the ice cavern area. That kind of gave
Oh,
me
Duke's
a bit of trouble.
Archives?
Duke's Archives, yes.
Oh, yeah.
I love that level.
I loved
that
it
Yeah,
too,
area.
but it gave me some shit.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
those fucking the channelers, dude. They're such a pain.
I don't remember like how I found that one, but you know, probably wasn't super easy because like it's like a late game area. But yeah, the like pitch black ones are by far the hardest for me. Everything else was like pretty straightforward, I feel. Breath of the Wild was good enough. Tears of the Kingdom was basically like the version 2.0. So I'm fucking tired of shrines already. Next Zelda better switch that up. Wait, I'm kind of confused.
I think they're saying that like Breath of the Wild was good, but Tears was just like more of that.
It didn't really feel like a
Oh,
sequel.
I'm
It felt more
tired
like
of it.
Breath of the Wild 2.0 is I guess what they're trying to get at.
Okay, I thought they were like,
Yeah.
man, Breath of the Wild was awesome, but Tears of the Kingdom was like even better. Fuck these shrines. I'm so sick of them. I was like,
That's where I thought it was going at first, and I was like, wait a minute. I hope the
The
next
archers in
Zelda
Anne Orlando.
is-
Oh my god. The fucking
Yeah. Oh my
archers.
god, those are fucked.
oh yeah, Sen's Fortress. I struggled with a.
Oh
shit
yeah, I
ton.
was there when you
Yeah.
streamed that part. Yeah.
Oh, you streamed that? I wish I wish I could have seen that.
Yes,
Yeah,
gameplay.
Sen's Fortress is hilarious.
Okay, Zonai devices. You can select and assign Zonai devices while the special actions menu is displayed. Use Zonai device. Okay.
Sen's Funhouse.
Sans
that.
Funhouse.
Thoughts
Alright,
on the
let's see how
Zelda
these-
movie? Do you have high expectations, Pedro?
For the Zelda movie? Not
Yeah.
really. I mean,
That's where I'm at.
I'm just, you know what? I do have a bit more confidence in it just for the fact that they hired like, you know, non like Hollywood actors, I guess. Like they didn't get Tom Holland, so I'm happy for that.
Yeah, that was a good choice, I think.
Yeah, I think they casted it well based on just like the appearances of the actors, but I don't really have an opinion beyond that.
Yeah, I'm a very casual movie watcher. So I don't know what to think of it. I don't really have much expectations, but I will say for like I just think of like Game of Thrones. And one thing that was so cool about watching Game of Thrones was like all these British actors that like were coming up out of nowhere. I had no idea who they were, and then just like falling in love with them throughout the course of the show. I hope that that can be the case with this movie, and I would be super high on it if that's the case. So, but I just don't know. I'm not gonna give myself expectations for it.
Sonic movies kind of going hard though. I haven't watched any of them.
Yeah, Sonic 3 was really fun, Bella.
I watched Sonic 3. I didn't watch the other ones though.
Really?
I had to as a Sonic Adventure 2 kid. I was like, Shadow, let's go.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm interested in that one.
That's like half the reason
was-
why I liked it as much as I did. It was just
Yeah.
Shadow. I wish he was real. Ooh, Minoru, okay. New character. Oh, she rides around in on a Zonai wheel.
I wonder if the
As a
hover bike will
sprint.
make an appearance.
Oh, that would be so
oh
funny.
man. Yeah, Keanu Reeves was awesome as Shadow. I love Keanu.
I'm gonna need a gun.
Rumor has it it's going to be a trilogy. I think that's kind of jumping the gun a little bit.
The Zelda? That's
Yeah.
I'm sure that's just
That's just like a
speculation.
fan
Yeah.
wet dream. Yeah.
Yeah. Like literally the definition of rumors. Which yeah, okay.
It's plausible. It's plausible speculation.
Mhm.
We're getting another Mario movie.
I can
I don't know if
certainly
you guys
see
saw,
that
but
happening.
in the like financials, they were talking about how they want to have a regular cadence of movies. So that
They
makes
did say
perfect
that.
sense.
Mm-hmm.
Surprised we haven't gotten a Zelda film adaptation until now. Yeah, I agree. I guess like Nintendo hasn't really been in a position to make movies until like the later half of the Switch generation, which I guess kind of lines up with the timeline. So, um, yeah, I mean, in some respects, makes sense that they're doing it right now.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm not shocked by it. I think there was like a period where they were doing wild stuff like way back in the day, and then they probably got way more protective over all of their IPs for a while
Yeah.
until they could figure out how to do it the best way kind of for themselves.
I think the CDI games were the final straw.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, there was also, like, the Super Mario Bros. Super Show. There was the Zelda cartoon. We're talking about Zelda. The, yeah. It was... I'm sure it was very interesting being a fan of those series back then. Like, being around to actually watch those shows.
Yeah. I've never watched the Zelda cartoon, but maybe I should.
I had a
Seems very
DVD
silly.
of the Mario one when I was a kid. And even then, I thought it was dog shit. I was like, what the hell is this? There were so many... I think I had the most fun of just seeing all the animation errors and finding as many as I could.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, like one... This wasn't exactly an animation error. I think it was literally just... They did this because of budget reasons, but there's one episode where they travel with like this Indiana Jones-like character and he doesn't have a face. Like he just straight up doesn't have a face for the entire episode.
Oh, what the hell?
Yeah. Look it up, seriously. Look up Super Mario Bros. Super Show, Indiana Jones, or something like that. I don't know what his name was in the show, but it just straight up does not have a face. It's just
Oh yeah.
blank.
What the fuck? That's weird. Indiana Joe.
Okay.
That's what he's called.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, they were really fast and loose with the IP back then.
Captain Toad's primordial form. Oh, boss fight?
Oh hell yeah.
What?
I liked fighting these guys. This was a
Yeah.
cool boss design.
It's like a little bomb.
I've actually been playing some
Ooh,
Captain
jump bomb.
Toad
Okay.
with the GF. And that
Dude,
game
Captain
so
Toad
awesome.
is so fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I really
That
like
game is great.
Yeah, I played the Wii U version and I got it for her on Switch. And there's like so much extra content in the Switch version. I had no idea. So I'm like,
Yeah.
this is
A
awesome.
whole extra campaign.
Yeah.
I haven't played the Switch version. I've only played it on Wii U.
Switch version, like if you get it on a good discount, it's definitely worth double dicking. Or dipping.
Oh yeah, I'm double thinking Captain Toad. Somebody don't clip that, please.
Oh god, please.
Did you guys know that like when that game was being pitched, it was like a Zelda thing?
Really? Oh,
Really?
know
I
that.
didn't know that.
Yeah. The guy that pitched it made like a diorama that was basically like, you know, what you would expect from the levels in Captain Toad.
Shit.
And it was like styled after like the modern Link's Awakening style, as far as I can recall.
That's really
And there's like some dev interview where they're talking about it, and the dude was like so insanely nervous about pitching it, and then I think either when it was pitched, like they were like, we don't really like this that much, or this would be better for a different IP. And then the dude that made it just like burned the diorama afterwards because he was so upset.
Man.
sad. But I mean, it ended up working out somewhat.
Yeah.
By the way, I tried Majora's Mask after seeing your retrospective video, and now it is my favorite Zelda game, so thanks for that, man. I'm glad I was able to get you on that game, dude. Majora's Mask is
Go.
amazing.
Yes, it
Top 2
is.
Zeldas.
It's definitely due for a replay for me.
Yeah, I need to as well. I think I'm gonna call it a night because unfortunately I have work tomorrow. Gotta make money somehow. So
Fair enough.
yeah, it was fun joining y'all though. Best of luck playing through the rest of the game.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by, man. Guys, check out Kohana's
course.
channel, and be on the lookout tomorrow for a Donkey Kong Bonanza video that may or may not piss you the hell off.
Yeah, only watch it if you fucking hate the game. All right, talk to y'all later.
Later.
Later, dude.
Good night.
Now look at the chat right here. I always kind of love the Super Mario Bros. Super Show in a so bad it's kind of good kind of way. Yeah, that was like the main reason why I watched it, and I would put it on just like days that I was really bored as a kid, had
Yeah.
nothing else to do. And like I said, I would just try to find new animation errors or like things to make fun of, essentially.
I like this construct business.
Yeah, I guess this is the team up with Minoru. There's like this team up mechanic in the game.
Nice. This already seems more fun than playing as or using the Minoru summon.
Oh man,
in Tears.
that was as the AVGN said, what were they thinking? Oh my god.
It could have been so cool.
Mhm.
I played like that entire game not using really any of the summons because I just hated having them run around on screen. It just looked so ugly to me.
Yeah, I just didn't want to deal with the hassle of turning them on every time I needed to use one. So I just left them
Yeah.
on
That's
for
fair.
like my whole playthrough, at least my first playthrough. Yeah, it's just I don't know how that got through like playtesting and people like them not realizing, okay, this is like really like clunky and cumbersome.
It's like
the way
so
that this is implemented.
undercooked.
Yeah. Seek out the sacred power.
Is Mario Kart World as dead as people are saying on other channels, or it's kind of getting overhated?
I literally
What do you
just
think?
played an online match earlier just to kind of test out the streaming setup before I started the stream, and I got a full lobby on my first race, so I don't know. Take that for what you will.
I feel mixed. Like, I definitely don't have the strongest opinions on Mario Kart, so it's like I struggle to kind of like understand where a lot of people that hated the game are coming from. For me, it's just like, I mean, I played it like for like 40 or something hours like at release, and that was kind of just like enough for me. Like, it's something that I'm just gonna occasionally pick up when I'm hanging out with somebody that wants to play it, and that's really what Mario Kart has always been for me.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I mean, I think the game, like, from that perspective, I thought the game was awesome, but I was also playing it online, like, a lot, and then I just kind of got my fill of it and was ready to play other stuff. So I kind of feel like it is a bit overhated, but I'm glad that they seem to have, like, adjusted a bit with the feedback. Like, maybe not as much as they should have, but I don't know. I guess haters can say, as far as I'm concerned, that since I haven't really gone back to play it, then I guess that says something. But I don't know that it really does. It's just, it's not a game that I could see myself playing, like, forever.
And to be fair, like, you know, that's kind of been my experience with most Mario Kart games. You know, you play them like a shit ton at launch, and only like occasionally, every now and then, you'll go back to them like for some good multiplayer fun.
Yeah.
But they usually aren't something that you'll play like every day consistently for years on end. Some people certainly do, but it's not usually what I do. But yeah, I do think that it's the outcry and complaints against that game are definitely overblown by some people, because it's a really great game. I can understand why some people were disappointed in certain areas of it. But I don't know. I made a whole video on how much I love Mario Kart World, and I voiced my own problems with the game. Thank you. I voiced my own problems with the game, but I don't think that they're enough to detract from the absolutely wonderful things that it was able to pull off.
Yeah. I still wonder if it would have made any difference if it was like, as far as like the general reception to the game, if it was like priced normally, even if it was just 70. Like, I think, because Bello is saying people expect Mario Kart World to be a forever game out of the box, like 8 turned into overtime when so many games offer your time like that. It's unrealistic. I 100% agree. I don't have the energy. This is why, oh my god, I'm about to go on a huge tangent, but like,
Go for it.
this is why the Sony shift to
Live service.
as many live service games as
I knew
possible
exactly where
was
yeah.
so stupid. Because Bello is exactly right. There's too many of those games for people to like.
You can't
make a
possibly
habit.
like dedicate your whole free time in life to all of these games coming out.
Yeah, and like, I don't know if you saw this, but there was some discourse on the socials semi-recently about how younger generations of gamers are not playing games like we do. Like, the audience that like these companies are after, it's oh man, it's interesting because you hear about Sony being like, we're making a God of War live service, canceled, and that was never announced, but that is one thing that they were trying to do.
Right.
They're like making these live service games for like thinking that we are gonna play them, like early, mid, late 20s or whatever. I don't know how old everyone is in the chat, but they're trying to make these games for us where like the audience for those games are like, you know, teenagers that have all the time, and we're like growing up with like Minecraft and Roblox. But the reality is they're not really jumping to other games like that. Like, they're still just playing Fortnite and
Yes.
Minecraft and Roblox. So it's like such a losing fight. And so as far as Mario Kart goes, like, yeah, I think people, when they saw it was $80 and they saw what Mario Kart 8 did, then it's like, oh yeah, this is gonna be, we're gonna be playing this the entire life cycle of the Switch 2. It's gotta have a constant stream of content. And I don't know if Nintendo ever saw it that way, but it definitely explains why a lot of people have been let down when you've placed these expectations that can be explained with the pricing strategy, but also are kind of, at this point, like they say, you can never predict what Nintendo's going to do. They're going to release a fucking update to Animal Crossing after they promised they wouldn't. So
Dude.
it's like,
I'm
it's a
over
mess.
here. I don't know if anyone's mentioned it, but like, I'm over here now coping for like a huge update to Mario Maker 2 after that happened. Because Mario Maker 2 also got like its final update like on version 2.0 or something. Like, it was like the second big update. I was like, oh yeah, we're done. That's it. And I put a lot of hours into Mario Maker 2. I guess at this point I'd just prefer a Mario Maker 3 if they were gonna make another Mario Maker related thing. But I think an
They could
update to 2
totally
would be
do
funnier. It would be funnier,
could-
and that's what I want for them to do now.
yeah, it would be funnier. I think they could totally do like a Switch 2 edition and like put mouse controls in it and like call it a day.
Yeah, dude, give us mouse controls, please. That was the main reason why I didn't make many levels in 2. As many as I wanted to, at least.
I would definitely consider jumping back in for that.
And yeah, give us Switch 2 editions of the Xenoblade games, as Bello is saying in the chat. I need Malos in 4K 60 FPS. Oh, set up camp. What's this? Oh.
I believe the price is also a big issue. GTA 6 will cost less than 100 and will offer much more, most likely. For that price, people expect way more content than what Mario Kart offered. Yeah.
Well, it also depends on how you define much more in that sense. Which is why I don't typically like to, you know, judge, I guess, the longevity or value of games based on their price, I guess. Because I'll tell you right now, I am not putting more time into GTA 6 than I will for Mario Kart World.
Yeah, fair enough.
But that's just me, of course.
Yeah, I don't really know.
And yeah, that game got delayed. So.
I don't really know, like, how GTA, the online is really structured, but GTA also has, like, they've got, like, mods, and I feel like the content strategy is, like, I guess they did have expansions too, huh? I didn't really play GTA 5, so I don't really know, but
yeah,
I think for a while, some people in industry were suggesting that they could charge $100 and get away with it, but it'll be interesting to see what they do, especially after Microsoft was like, yeah, we're gonna do $80 for Outer Worlds 2, and then they just immediately walked that back. That was hilarious.
That was funny. Gus Storm Blessed just tuned in. How's the game? The game is pretty fun so far. Combat is really enjoyable. I'm digging it. A few too many cutscenes, but I think right now it's sort of balancing itself out a little better. But when we first started off, we got like a 15-minute cutscene, and that wasn't really fun because I wanted to play the game.
It is kind of funny how, like, you start in these long cutscenes and then you're like, the gameplay chunk that you're in is just in the depths with everyone.
Yeah.
Maybe this game redeems the depths for people.
I mean, it's already redeemed the sages in a way.
Yep. Yep.
At least one of them, the Goron, which I assume that we'll see the faces of the other sages now.
My first time playing GTA Online, I got killed in the character creator. Someone rammed a car into the creation load-in zone via a hack and ragdolled me. I laughed, probably the hardest I've ever had in a game, and promptly uninstalled. That's awesome.
Yeah. Everything I've heard about GTA Online makes it seem like the most unfun game you could possibly play.
What do you think about, like, the RP stuff? Do you know anything about GTA RP?
I've seen a couple of things about it. Is that like where, like, literally just role-playing? Like, I've seen videos of, like, people role-playing as, like, you know, like cops and criminals. That's, like, the most I've seen about it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's about how I would describe it. It's... I didn't, like I said, I haven't played GTA 5, but the RP stuff was, like, really big on Twitch for a while. And that definitely gave it some extra appeal because, like, I kind of imagine, like, going onto an RP server for myself would just be, like, a mess of assholes and shit.
Yeah.
And, like that, just a bunch of dudes that, like, want to be the protagonist of their own world. In RP, but there was, like, specific servers that, like, a bunch of big streamers would play on together, and so there was a lot of funny content that came out of that. It was like all the big streamers were playing it for a while.
Yeah, I'm sure it was a good time for people who were into it.
Pardon my ignorance, but all the cutscenes and story of Age of Imprisonment is supposed to be canon. Yeah, that's what I think. That's what they're saying.
That's the assumption right now. Thoughts on Mario and Luigi Brothership? It's funny that you mentioned that game specifically because I recently traded it in. That game did not do it for me. I'm sorry. Mario and Luigi Brothership,
Yeah.
I just did not enjoy. I got like 7 hours, 8 hours in, and I couldn't. I'm sorry, the pacing was just not doing it for me compared to some of the other Mario and Luigi games.
Yeah, I didn't end up picking it up because of that.
I'm glad you enjoyed it though, Fawful. I know that I know people who fucked with that game like really, really enjoyed it. But it just wasn't for me.
Yeah, I would hope that Master Fawful 958 got enjoyment out of Brothership. So I'm glad to hear that as well. It would suck if you were disappointed by it, clearly as a big Fawful fan. I was definitely interested in it, but when I heard like the pacing in an RPG is so important to me that it was like, oh man, I don't know that I have the energy for this, even though I love the gameplay of those games.
Oh, I'm gonna have to censor the stream. We got some feet going on.
I just saw the feet pop up. That was an interesting shot there.
Yeah. Fucking Tears of the Kingdom feels directed by Hideo Kojima, the Tarantino.
Oh man.
The RP stuff is rad, but I've only done it in Red Dead Online. I forgot that Red Dead had online, honestly.
Same.
Red Dead 2 specifically. I just hear a lot of people, I remember a lot of people complaining about like the gold economy, at least early on in Red Dead Online. I don't know if they ever fixed it. But the main complaint was just that it was really grindy, essentially, to like earn any money online in that game.
Please, Minoru, we mustn't destroy it.
I think this is
a construct?
New content here. Like new story content.
And the collapsed seal at the entrance.
Spoilers, chat? Spoilers?
It stands to reason that this chamber was once locked away by a powerful magic. What slumbers here might very well be forbidden technology, tools of the Zonai's demise.
Yes, perhaps you're right. Though, if that's really true, then we're obliged to study it from every angle.
It's better to know than to leave things to chance. Research it however you like. I simply ask that you not activate it.
I understand. Zelda, from this point on...
Zelda over here just taking pictures.
She's such a nerd.
She is.
Would you care to assist me, Rauru?
With pleasure.
I forgot which video it was that mentioned this, the Tears of the Kingdom video. But it's really weird that Zelda, being as much of a nerd as she is in these games, like none of the memories had her really interacting with Minoru in terms of like the Zonai tech and gushing over that. So maybe we'll get that in this game. Who knows?
That would be cool. Yeah, it's kind of like they just... It seemed like the style of the story was just very much like... I kind of wonder if they heard the complaints about Breath of the Wild and then were like, okay, we're going to do what you asked for. We're going to make the story more active and have like more action and more stakes rather than like background elements that like are meant to like develop the character a little bit. As maybe is you could argue is like very minor in Breath of the Wild, but I like the memories. I think they added some atmosphere and character to that world that I liked.
Yeah.
But then they tried to change it up in tiers and maybe didn't have the space for that kind of stuff, or they didn't prioritize space for that kind of stuff. But then in the end, like, they didn't really fulfill most people's needs for that kind of story anyways, because they like kind of were stuck in the middle of like what they wanted to do and what they think or what they thought people wanted. That's kind of my hypothesis, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha machine. They're back.
Let's go. I like the gotcha machines. That's my guilty pleasure. It's quite problematic, but I fuck with it.
This should do nicely.
That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, there.
This is quite exciting.
Such a Mario and Luigi
Jeez,
fanboy that was just elated to see a new game in the series. Sorry, I cut you off.
Sorry, I was just talking. No, I was mostly talking to myself that like the controls of the menu there were kind of confusing me, but I have the hang of it.
Yeah, I would have loved to jump into Brothership. And I think if I was like a bit younger and had like more time, then I probably would have given Brothership a shot, but yeah, that series has had a rough time lately, I'd say.
Mm-hmm. Micah Bell zone icon construct. Oh, that's
I don't
Wiz,
get the meme.
Oh, you didn't play Red Dead 2? Micah Bell is a character from Red Dead 2.
All right, I'm looking up Micah
Yeah,
Bell.
he's a real shithead. Yeah, so this world map is basically like structured identically to Age of Calamity, where you have all these little side activities, side quests that power up your characters.
Mm-hmm.
I wish this game was connected to Age of Calamity because then real shenanigans could ensue. You know, if they didn't go the canon route of making this like an official prequel to Tears of the Kingdom, it would have been interesting for it to still be like in the same continuity as Age of Calamity at the very least. But again, I still am not even 100% sure if this game is canon to Tears of the Kingdom or not, or if it's going to be doing its own separate thing. Looks like I can complete this one. Yeah.
For the sake of my people.
Is this map like an above ground map or a depths map? I don't remember where you are.
This was the yeah, that was the above ground map. Yeah.
Okay.
This is the depths map. Oh, there's stuff down here too. Okay.
Okay, the depths. If this is the whole depths, then that's good.
I don't know if this is what the map is gonna look like for the whole game. Like, it looks...
Imagine it pulls the Elden Ring thing and it's just fuck tons of depths. Endless depths. Endless Hyrule warriors in the depths.
I can tell this will come in handy.
I'm interested to see people figure out how long it takes to 100% this game. I doubt anything will ever surpass the original Hyrule Warriors, where it's like 1,000 hours to 100% that game and do absolutely everything.
That was crazy.
That was just insane. But I think these are just side quests. I'm gonna stick to main story stuff for the stream.
My only perspective on that was like the completionist episode on that. And that was a fun episode. I will
remember
say,
that
you know,
one.
controversy aside.
Mm-hmm.
It was fun watching him go crazy over that shit.
Yeah.
Existence in ancient Hyrule. One day, however, while training to manipulate time in Hyrule Field, Zelda and Sonia received an urgent report. A swarm of rampaging Moldiva.
Yeah, play this slop. Yes, I do like Muso slop.
From the Gerudo Desert, was heading
I'm
straight
very much a
for
Muso
Hyrule
slop enjoyer.
Castle.
There was nothing more underwhelming than TOTK depths. I beg to differ. I think the sky was more underwhelming because the sky we actually knew about beforehand. And I had higher expectations for the sky than I ever did for the
Yeah.
depths. Since we didn't know about the depths before the
Still
game
not
came out.
arrived? No.
Yeah, I kind of
But yeah,
liked
the
the
depths
depths.
Oh.
No, it's fair. It's fair.
Go ahead, go
I
ahead.
know. It's what I was gonna say though is like I liked my time in the depths, but I purposefully was like
Oh no, he's
not
hot.
allowing myself to spend too much time there.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, okay, I'm having fun, like gathering resources and stuff, and I liked the oh, who's this character?
Yeah,
Gerudo
dude.
character.
Might be the maybe it's
The
the Gerudo
Sage?
Sage. Yeah.
Let's go. I liked the fuck, what's his name? Oh my god. The Yiga guy.
Koga.
Koga, yeah, I like the Koga stuff. And yeah, that was fun. And then the construct factory was fun. The construct itself was not that fun. But yeah, I just didn't spend too much time in there. I was like, let me do what I feel like is enough and then leave and just focus on the stuff that I like doing. And so
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't as bad as like I gotta imagine if I was like in there for more time and just like exploring it thoroughly and like getting all the light routes, then it would just drive me crazy
Yeah.
as far as pacing goes. But yeah, I'm a little, I don't want to say I'm a depths defender, but I could kind of see what they were going for. I think they probably needed to recalibrate a bit on that though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mentioned it in my video that like the depths, when you go in there just to do like some mindless mining and gem collecting, you know, it can be fun just to like turn your brain off activity for like half an hour or so. But yeah, it can quickly become into like a really monotonous and tedious grind if you spend like a sizable amount of time down there.
Yeah. I also did like the idea of like the light routes correlating with like where shrines were on the main overworld. I thought that was a cool idea, but probably wasn't like, I mean, it's not enough to like redeem it, obviously. And then like it was like I remember finding my first like refight of a boss in the depths. I thought was really cool, but also it was like I feel like anything I could say that was cool outside of the Koga stuff was just like kind of cool, but then the idea of doing more of it was like, yeah, I don't need to really do more of this. I don't really need to fight every single boss multiple times, but it was very cool discovering one for the first time. And that's like kind of like the problem. Oh
my god, my game did that again. That happened when I was streaming Luigi's Mansion last week as well. Where the screen just kind of went black for like 2 seconds. I'm not sure what's causing that.
The capture, I guess.
I guess.
Are you playing on your like oh, I guess you're playing on your pass through, right?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Well, right now I am actually looking at the TV, so I'm not using the OBS preview to play like I did with Luigi's Mansion, but
Gotcha,
yeah, it's still kind of weird. That's only happened while I'm streaming because I was like recording quite a bit of stuff throughout this week after work as well, and like for a good amount of time, and I never had that screen going to black issue happen once.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, but it looks like the stream is back. Like it didn't end like or crash it or anything, so that's good. Koga had a better arc than Ganondorf. True.
True. I was so hype to have Ganondorf in the game before the game came out, and like, yeah, it's like another one of those things where I gotta imagine they were thinking like, oh yeah, like people didn't really resonate as hard with like Calamity Ganon. Let's bring Ganondorf back. People think that's so hype, and then it's just like totally misunderstanding what people loved about Ganondorf.
Uh-huh.
And for me, it was like, I think like peak Ganondorf for me is like Wind Waker.
Oh, definitely.
And it's just like, you can have Ganon be a cool villain with like non-personality, but if you're gonna make him Ganondorf, like you have to give him some sort of personality that is like, I think like Wind Waker was so effective because of the like
his whole reasoning
ability,
for
yeah,
you know, for being, like his whole goal in that game.
For as bad as his goal was, like it kind of tries to get you to like empathize with his perspective, and like with a human villain in Zelda, that's cool.
Yeah. And like they got Matt Mercer in the booth for that.
For that. Yeah.
Camp effects.
I hope this goes well.
Supplying materials to camps. Combat support and special. Okay.
How is there already 100% walkthroughs of this game?
Yeah, that's
crazy.
Kind of insane to me.
That doesn't seem possible, but maybe the content is like not as much as I'm expecting then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I honestly don't really know how much content Age of Calamity had, 100% wise. But again, I doubt it was as much as the first Hyrule Warriors game, just because... Well, that game, it was mostly because... Well, part of it was because of all those adventure mode maps. There were like 10 of them, or 8 of them. With each of them taking like almost 100 hours to complete. And get the highest ranks on every mission for. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, that seemed unbelievably grindy.
Just burning all these humans alive. I think Minoru's my favorite so far. I like how she just spawns all these Zonai vehicles and devices out of thin air.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. I like watching her roll around on the wheel.
Yeah.
Nah, Bello. I was playing Nintendo Land all day, every day.
I was playing, according to my play activity, I was playing internet browser above everything else on my Wii U. Like I said, on Blue Sky, 123 Movies went crazy on that thing.
What is 123 Movies? Is that like like a movie illegal streaming thing?
Yes, yeah. It was. I don't think it's around anymore.
Like Kiss Anime on Wii U.
Yeah. It's literally, it's according to my play activity, it's my most played Nintendo game
That's
across all the
amazing.
systems. Like not even the Smash games beat it, although those are like my other most played games. In order specifically, it's the internet browser, Smash 3DS, Smash Ultimate, and Smash Wii U.
Smash, you have more hours in 3DS?
Yes, because I played it a shit ton in high school. And like,
Damn.
we were able to, like, we literally played that during lunch and sometimes even during classes when we had downtime.
Nice. Yeah, I was out of high school at that point, or I think, yeah, I was definitely out of high school at that point. So I basically played 3DS like until the Wii U version came out, and then I don't think I ever picked it up again.
I think that was the case for a lot of people, honestly.
Yeah. Marito says, you guys do YouTube for a living, or is it mainly a hobby? You want to answer that first?
Yeah. It's mainly a hobby for me. Always has been. It's never been my full-time gig or anything like that. And I mean, if I had the opportunity to do so, you know, I'm not saying I would be against the idea, but you know, at the time I also, at the same time, I don't really want to view it much like as a job or like ever really get that to that point too much. I'm happy with just like I said, keeping it as a hobby, just doing it for fun.
Yep, I have a lot of thoughts on this, and I will spare you all the details, but I will say that I've been trying to do it as a job, and it's been very challenging and a lot of pressure to make it all work. And now I'm basically in a transition period of trying to make it a hobby again, is where I'm at. So it's tough. And if you're curious, I would say keep it a hobby as long as possible, especially if you are happy with your current job, because it's really hard. And with the way that things are trending on the platform, it's really difficult to have faith in it like being a stable option for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely want to get back to it being a hobby so I can just not feel the pressure to like always be making something.
Yeah. And like I'll say, even as someone who's like, it's always been a hobby for me, you still feel that pressure at times. I'm feeling it now from having not uploaded in like quite a few months because I'm just working on this absolutely fucking colossal Smash Bros video. Going into the next year, I hope that I can like do a better job at breaking up the bigger videos with some smaller ones. That's my goal going into 2026, but we'll see how that goes because I somehow just keep one-upping myself when it comes to video length.
Dude, yeah, I feel that. And it's so hard. I'm like super impressed with like how many videos that you put out in the time that it took to make them, and as they've like continued to get more intense and wider in scope, like it's really fucking hard. So your consistency is like super impressive.
Thank you.
But yeah, yeah, that's a good point. It's like about like it just feeling that pressure all the time, even if when it's not your main thing. The platform really has a way of messing with your head in that way. And I'll say, like, when it was like mostly a hobby and like I was like in school and stuff, I just wanted to like fucking make videos all the time, and I wasn't happy like with what I was doing. So it's like it can just be such a drain, even for something that is so fulfilling and gives you so much joy as like creating something cool like that. It can be just like such a drain at times.
Definitely.
To answer that question, Marita, they said I would believe that people that watch retrospectives have a certain level of maturity and understand that it takes time to make them, when that frees some pressure off your head. I think you're right. And I think that the problem, and I could be wrong on this, I think the problem is like there's people that do get it and they'll vocalize that, but there's a lot of people that either don't get it or they just don't care, and they're like, I'm just gonna watch what's on my YouTube recommended home feed. And I liked this guy's video about Super Mario 64, but I don't care about Jack and Daxter or something. And that seems to be like where YouTube has been going for a while, because I've been doing this since like 2013, 2014, when like the entire ecosystem was very much more like subscriptions based. Like the algorithms weren't as like sophisticated as they are now. So it was easier to just like subscribe to somebody and be like, oh yeah, I'm really excited for their next video. Also partially because there weren't as many people making this kind of thing. Especially when you discover somebody making retrospectives for the first time on like a bunch of your favorite games. And there's just like so much content that like sometimes I will catch myself like discovering a new channel and liking a video that they've made and subscribing, and then them having not uploaded for a while, like I just kind of forget about them, and it's like a natural thing, and then they upload, I'm like, oh wait, who is this person? Like, I don't even remember this. And so that puts like a lot of pressure on the creator to like additionally like keep up the momentum,
To constantly,
especially like
yeah, put out new stuff. Because yeah, I can speak personally. It can just be really discouraging, I guess, when you do hit like a big break and see like a video or a couple of videos doing really well, and then you take a break for like a month or two, and you return with another video, and it's all about like the numbers and how they can get to your head, and you just don't see that video perform as well, or people like respond as positively to it.
Do you ever get those comments though that are like, who are you? Like, I don't remember subscribing to this channel. I've gotten those sometimes, and it's like, whoa, man, that is weird.
I don't think I've gotten any comments like that. I think maybe I've gotten one sort of like that, but there was just kind of like just casually saying like, oh, I forgot to subscribe to this guy or something, like glad to see you uploaded again.
Yeah.
But yeah, wow, didn't know that the trend has changed towards that. I usually have my subscriptions and just watch when they upload. Yeah, like Wiz said, I guess most people just really go off of their YouTube recommended, because I also like, I check YouTube recommended every once in a while, but I do mostly stick to my own subscriptions feed for the most part. And I think that back then that used to be more common for how people interacted with the site. But now it's just, I guess most people don't even really bother clicking the subscriptions tab. They just go on their recommended and watch whatever shows up on there. And at that point, you're at the mercy of the algorithm.
Yeah. I gotta wonder if like, it's partially like just more people like gravitating. Oh. the Korok and the guy are
Yeah.
friends.
His voice. Oh my god.
Oh, who? Oh, is this the Korok talking? I just
Yeah.
unmuted it. Oh my god, that is. Okay, yeah, this voice is
His voice is pretty
not great.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's Link. That's Link, right?
It's looking like it.
Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. Oh, Kalamo is the name of the Korok.
How do they make this work if it's Link? Like the I like his hat. I like the Korok's hat. Yeah, to finish my previous thought, I wonder if, like, as the platform has grown and more people are watching it, especially like in place of TV and stuff, if newer users are maybe more trending towards like just home feed. Because yeah, I use my subscription feed a bunch, but one thing that has been like so weird about that is
Sorry, keep going. Sorry, go ahead.
one thing that is like super common is like people uploading a video and then this is more like a medium to like bigger channel thing. It's like somebody makes a video, upload it, it doesn't do well, and this is just like a example, by the way. And then maybe they'll make a post on their community tab and be like, hey, I put out a video, it's not doing so well, like just curious, are you guys seeing it in your subscriptions feed or whatever? And then people will start commenting and be like, I didn't even know you uploaded a new video and I have notifications on and I didn't see it in my feed. And I've always found that so strange because, like, I mean, I guess it's possible, but like I can't recall that ever happening to me. Like, I feel like when I click on the subscriptions tab, like it's accurate to like the activity that's actually happening. But if you go onto the home feed, there's a good chance that it doesn't pop up there based on your current watching habits. So I just kind of like wonder if like some people confuse the subscriptions feed with the home feed, or it really is for some people like not putting the correct videos in front of them. Like, I don't know. It's so weird.
Yeah, I've always been skeptical of the whole like videos not showing up in people's subscription feeds at times. I'm not saying that that doesn't happen, because like just a few months ago, what was like that one setting that like YouTube auto-enabled for a lot of users?
Restricted mode.
The restricted mode. So yeah, I know that it does happen at points. But I think it could more so be a case of like people, like you said, maybe not knowing the difference between the subscription feed and the recommended feed. And also maybe they're just subscribed to so many people that it naturally gets buried in their sub box.
Yeah,
and so they
that's
literally
possible,
don't
too.
see it. Like they're not technically lying.
Yeah.
But they're not also, you know, being entirely accurate of it not showing up in their subscription feed. They just didn't see it because it's like sandwiched between all these other videos, and sometimes they're difficult to make out.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is just a Link. This is straight up his Age of Calamity moveset.
Of course. They ain't hiding
He
all.
even has this shield surf. I just did the shield surf combo. That's funny. I'm curious of how they're gonna explain this.
It'll be interesting to see the discourse on how they handle the story.
Yeah, I can't wait for the I hate Age of Imprisonment videos.
Yeah, you know it's coming. Haleman says it's a real issue. Videos don't show up occasionally. I notice myself. So, like, I mean, if I can just pick your brain a little bit, like, deliberately, like, you're looking in your subscriptions and you feel videos that you think should be there are deliberately not popping up in the subscriptions feed. That's interesting and very annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, Heroes in the chat. What's up?
Yo, Hero, what's up?
Also, Little Bean Green, welcome. Little Bean Green wants to know if you're enjoying the game.
I am enjoying the game. I have many questions right now. It's story-wise.
Many questions, including why did they voice the Korok like this?
True. Yeah, that's my biggest question. Like more than the Link construct that we just played as with the fucking Age of Calamity moveset like ripped straight from that game. But I am Little Bean Green. I am having fun with the game. The gameplay is really good so far. But I also I really like the Warriors games. As I told the other people earlier in the stream, so I have like a heavy bias in that sense. This fucking voice, man, I can't take it seriously.
Thoughts on DK64?
Oh, that's a question for Wiz right there. I'll let you tackle that one first because mine are like really short.
Fair enough. Yeah, I love DK64 while also recognizing that it's a huge mess. But I have like for the longest time I would have told you, like, as I was growing up, going into like my early 20s, I would have said Donkey Kong 64 was my favorite game of all time for a lot of nostalgia reasons. And today I think that that game is like top tier in terms of like atmosphere and charm, but gameplay wise has like a ton of problems, especially following up on like the Donkey Kong Country games. And even like the
what the fuck?
Like collectathon-ish. What?
What
oh
the
my
fuck?
God! What is that? That was
what is this game?
That was awesome. That was awesome. Yeah. Yeah. Even following up on like the previous like 3D platformers on 64, like Mario 64 and Banjo-Kazooie has a ton of gameplay problems. So yeah. What do you think?
DK64 is a game that I've only played once in my life, and for the longest time I didn't want to go back to replay it ever again after that. I thought it was really charming. I'm a really big fan of like the tone of those N64 Rareware games, like Banjo-Kazooie, DK64, and even Conquer, I would say.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until Bonanza came out that I've been really curious and have been wanting to go back and replay DK64, because I'm gonna be honest, like I just have like these unpleasant, I wouldn't call them memories because I honestly don't remember too many specifics of my playthrough. I guess just like feelings of my time with that game.
Yeah.
But like I said, I also remember like digging its vibes, its charm. And now that like my tastes are, I guess, a little more refined since when I played it back when I was a lot younger, I'm curious to see how I will respond to the game now.
Yeah, it's a game that like genuinely has not, like, I hate saying this because I feel like the term is kind of like overblown, but I genuinely feel like it hasn't aged well. It really hasn't aged well from a gameplay perspective in a lot of areas. And like to your point about having maybe bad memories, I can definitely see that, because there's especially some like side activities in the game that are like genuinely horrible. Genuinely horrible. Like Beaver Bother. Anybody who's played that game knows
Okay,
exactly
the
what
beaver
I'm
one,
talking
yeah,
about.
fuck that one.
It's
I
actually
remember that
straight
one,
up
yeah.
broken. It's straight up broken. It's terrible.
That's the one I think remember seeing in some videos. That's the one that's like broken on emulators specifically, right? Or there's like a mini game where like it only really works properly on original hardware.
Oh, I'm actually not sure, but I think
It might not be that
I-
mini game, but I think I
Yeah.
think it was DK64 where like one of the mini games is like notoriously unfair on emulators. I think because of the timer.
interesting. I need to look into that because I'm actually not sure. Because I've done on original hardware playthrough, but I've also done a emulated playthrough, which I didn't 100% on emulator, but I did 100% on console. So I'm actually not sure about that. Also, just want to say, Marito, thanks for hanging. Have a good night.
Yes, thank you so much for tuning in, Marito. I appreciate it. Regards from Chile. Cool.
Oh, nice.
But you know,
Yeah, thanks for stopping by, dude. No one thought to mention the flying robot in TOTK. Apparently not. Little Bean Green.
Yeah.
Or the fucking Korok with the weird voice. Yes.
I'm certain he feels the same way.
Also, Hero-S is the Gerudo supposed to be the masked one from TOTK.
That's my assumption right now. We did get a face reveal for the Goron Sage from Tears of the Kingdom.
Yep, it looks like they are going that way. Thank God.
Strangely enough, that sounds familiar.
There's some other stuff in DK64 that is also just like so annoying. Like
I couldn't possibly.
having to do the arcade games to like not even just get 100% completion, but to clear the base game.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the other mini games can be pretty annoying. And for me personally, like I said, I loved DK64 as a child. The vibes are fucking awesome. That game is funny and really charming. Love the levels. But as kind of like how you were saying, as like my taste kind of like matured a bit, I started to really like appreciate the gameplay style of like Mario 64 specifically. And even Banjo, just in like the pacing and flow of the game. DK64 doesn't have like the mechanical depth, and it also just has like so much bloat to all like the traversal and all the activities that it just becomes like exhausting at a certain point in modern day, especially if you didn't grow up with it.
Yeah. Yeah, and going back to how I said I remember having, a lot of unpleasant memories with that game. A big part of that also has to do with the fact that back then I was really adamant on 100%ing basically every game I played.
Yeah.
And I 100%ed DK64. Well, 101%ed.
Yeah.
So I think that has a lot to do with it as well. Thankfully, I'm not like that anymore. I don't have time to be 100%ing every game I play now.
Same, man. It's really tough to do that in adult life. It's only so much time for it.
Mm-hmm. Also, from what I'm gathering, it looks like we need to do some side quests before we can progress with the story. Some specific side quests. I don't know if I'll have time to do the next main story mission in that case. Because it is getting a little late over where I'm at, but we'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling after this specific mission. Also depends on how long they take. I wonder if they'll recast Zelda's VA in the next big game. I enjoy her performance, but this is sort of her 4th game, which is wild. Yeah, it's I think they would, right? Because it would be, you know, even though Link doesn't speak, they recast Link for every new Zelda game, right? Like all of his grunts and voice lines. So I don't see why they wouldn't for like Zelda and other.
That's a good point. I didn't
and
think
other
about
mainstay
that.
characters. Since they technically are different, like they're the same characters, but they're different interpretations
Yeah,
every time.
it's not like Mario where you have the same Mario as Martinet for so long, even though they did eventually recast him.
Yeah.
But yeah, since this is like the first, not the first game, but like, you know, the Breath of the Wild era is like the first time of having voice acting like that. It's hard to predict, so it'd be interesting to see what they decide to do. I feel like her voice gets a lot of hate, but it never really bothered me in either game, really. But I don't know. I might just be a casual in that regard.
I honestly wasn't I wasn't super fond of the English voice acting when I first played Breath of the Wild, to be honest, but it's
Yeah.
grown on me over time. Especially Zelda's voice. Though I know that a lot of people prefer playing these games in Japanese. They think that it sounds better.
Yeah.
And, you know, as somebody who knows absolutely no Japanese, I agree. It is, going back on that note of this being her 4th game now, technically, voicing the character. I am so ready to be done with this era of Zelda. It's been, I'm sorry, but it's just been way too long. It's been over a decade of the Wild era, essentially, of Zelda games. If we're counting since when the Wii U version of Breath of the Wild was first announced at in 2014. I'm ready for something new.
Yeah, I think it's like long been ready for like another, not even like another Termina necessarily, but like you can still do Hyrule, but like Wind Waker and I don't know, I haven't played Spirit Tracks, but like maybe Spirit Tracks is like different ways of like reimagining Hyrule is cool. They'd have to do, if they want to do Hyrule again, they have to do something like very out there with it, I think. And on my personal wish list, in addition to that, I hope that they like try their best to take like the best aspects of this like gameplay format and like try to blend it with the old style. Because I think Echoes of Wisdom, like, even though the game, like the core gameplay of like the echoes and stuff was like very different, I thought that game did a pretty good job of like bringing back, like, the dungeons were like kind of easy, but I think they did a good job of bringing like a lot more dungeon variety to that game than either Tears, and especially Breath of the Wild.
Dude, you have no idea how hard I popped off when I saw the first piece of heart in that game.
Yeah. That game was fun to collect shit like that too. I loved Echoes.
I think that Echoes of Wisdom is definitely like a step in the right direction of what I like to see. Because that was from pretty much the instant after I finished Breath of the Wild, like my thoughts were always like, you know, I like the new style of Zelda, but my ideal Zelda will still always be like a balance between the new and the old. Which like A Link Between Worlds kind of started.
Dude, yes.
And like Echoes of Wisdom, which like obviously Link Between Worlds leans more in the direction of the old, and Echoes of Wisdom leans a little more in the direction of the new. But
yeah,
those games are both great, and I think more of that, having like a more refined version of that in a 3D Zelda game would go extremely hard.
Yeah. I think Link Between Worlds was such a good balance. Excuse me. It is interesting that like we have spent so much time with this version of it, considering that like considering how Nintendo is like usually so eager to like move on to the next thing.
Fucking this guy up.
Okay, this like arrow volley move is sick.
Yeah. See, let me try that new skill that I got. Okay. Looked like she used a recall there. It might look more impressive when I actually use it in the right situation, countering like one of the characters, one of the opponent's special moves or whatever.
Yeah.
Of course.
I personally never expected Zelda to have a British accent, but it grew on me pretty quickly. That's something that like when I first played Breath of the Wild, that was another thing that was kind of distracting for me, because it sounded like a fake British accent to me.
It kind of does, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I think it like, for me, it like definitely. I didn't hate the choice. I kind of liked the choice for like, you know, the fantasy aspect. But yeah, I definitely agree that it almost. I definitely vibe with the idea that it kind of felt like almost a fake British accent.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I could see it like the actress maybe like growing up in a family with like British dialect and like American English dialect in the house.
Okay, this is cool. Yeah, Minoru is definitely my favorite so far.
Dude, that move is sick. Yeah, the like Zonai stuff just actually fits really well for this style of gameplay.
Mm-hmm. I'm curious to unlock more of Minoru's moves specifically to see what other Zonai devices come out. Attacking Choo-Choos with fire or ice will cause them to explode. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, it is kind of uncanny seeing this game run so smoothly, Hero. Like, I really haven't noticed any distracting frame drops. It's been a pretty consistent and solid 60 FPS.
The visuals look very nice, too.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I don't know. I doubt that this is like a true 4K image. My guess would be maybe it's like around 1440p. But the art style just helps a lot. That's the biggest strength of the Wild Era Zelda games is the art style, which is why like when the Switch 2 editions for Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom came out, like all they really needed was that FPS boost. Because the cell shading just does so much of the heavy lifting, and those games look beautiful with a simple up-res and again performance increase.
I want to ask you something that's only semi-related and a bit of a tangent, but how are you feeling like going into Prime 4? How are you feeling about like how certain aspects of that game look? Like, because I know the big thing is like that I've seen is like people being really unhappy with like how the desert area looks.
Dude, I don't know. Like, I'm really biased because I fucking love Metroid Prime. I don't know what people are on. I'm so excited for Metroid Prime 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I am a little concerned about the desert area, I guess. But I don't know, just call it wishful thinking or just coping or hoping, whatever. I feel like the little bit of what we've seen of like the actual bike gameplay will be more than enough to like make those open world segments fun. It seems like one of those mechanics that is just like it's just gonna be fun to ride around, even if the biomes are relatively, I guess, empty. I think it'll just be really enjoyable just riding around in the motorcycle.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad you said wishful thinking, because I kind of feel similarly. Like, I'm not, like, 100% confident that they're gonna nail it, but, like, I don't hate the idea. I mean, I'm glad that they are, like, trying something, like, very bold in that way. And the thing, I think it was so interesting about it is, like, in some of the first trailers that they showed, like, everything visually, for being, at the end of the day, a Switch 1 game still, looks very fucking good.
It looks phenomenal, dude.
Yeah, like those jungle environments and stuff, in addition to like the intro to the game. And they're like in those trailers, like focusing on like a lot of the stuff that is like core to the Prime games, like the exploration and like puzzles and stuff like that. It felt very in line with Prime. And I see what people are saying about the desert, but one thing that has been really interesting is like since I finished my like first playthroughs of Prime 2 and Prime 3, one thing that I was really interested in learning more about was like I think we may have talked about this guy before, but Kiwi Talks. Do you know Kiwi Talks? He interviews
right now.
Okay, so this guy like does a lot of interviews with developers, like Western developers. And he has a bunch of interviews with like former and even current Retro Studios devs that worked on the Prime games. And they're super interesting. So like I was kind of saving listening to a lot of them for like when I played all the games. And so just recently I decided to like start listening to a lot of them. And one thing that I thought was super interesting was that the like I guess his title was senior producer on like 2 and 3. I'm not sure if he was there during Prime 1. He may have been. But he was saying that with Prime 3, like they kind of felt like they fell a little short of their ambitions in wanting to like incorporate the ship more, and also like they wanted to go open world initially. And so under that perspective, it makes total sense. Like I've seen a lot of people be like, oh my god, Metroid Prime is not about like open world shit. It's about the opposite. It's about playing in like these really tight, supremely well-crafted areas. Which obviously I empathize with and is very true, especially of like, yeah, I mean Prime 1, 2, and 3. Prime 3 is even like more linear, I'd say, than the other two. But
definitely.
So like to know that their ambitions initially were like, we think it could be worth exploring this direction. Yeah, I think it makes sense. And it's like, I think the strength in it is probably like in facilitating that like seamless immersion instead of like constantly going up and down elevators to different areas and shit, which is fine. But if they feel confident and if that's what they really wanted to do with the game, then I think there's a lot to be optimistic about. More than the like really jaded perspective that a lot of people seem to have. They're like, oh my god, it's the Breath of the Wild effect. Every Nintendo game has open world. I know it's like exhausting that we're getting so much of that, but for a lot of these, I'm like, man, but like it kind of makes sense. It kind of makes sense. Like, I don't know. I'm optimistic.
Yeah.
And I think the gameplay has the potential to be very fun. I think ideally I would kind of like to see it be done a bit differently and maybe kind of focus on the ship instead of the bike, if that was like possible. But like it might just be, you know, like I said, it's still a Switch 1 game, so they're probably limited in how like polished they can really do with that. So I don't know. I'm excited.
And it's really funny how, also kind of interesting what's going on here in the story. But
Yeah, this is weird.
Obviously, that was fake Zelda, Ganondorf, whatever.
Yeah.
But what was I saying? I think it's just kind of funny how it's just history sort of repeats itself. Like how you said, how people are complaining about this isn't what Prime is about, like the whole open world component that they're adding to Prime 4. When you know, when Prime 1 was coming out, fans were saying similar things about like this isn't what Metroid is about, and that game ended up being amazing. So
Yeah.
I don't know. In my eyes, just Retro Studios has proven themselves time and time and again that, you know, they know what they're doing. And again, it might just be like too much hoping on my part, but I genuinely believe that they're cooking up something really special with Prime 4.
Yeah. I'm also just really excited now with like how they're going to continue the story too.
Nothing at all.
Because they are keeping that really close to their chest.
They really are. Like, we still don't really know what Silex is even doing. Like what is this dude's deal in Prime 4?
Soon we will discover just what it's capable of.
And recently we got like that new 1.5 minute trailer. I was expecting a direct, like a dedicated Prime 4 direct, but I don't even know if we're gonna get that at this point.
It's wild. It's kind of wild if we don't.
Was that okay? That was weird. That wasn't even really like a mission.
I kind of feel like
a story segment.
I kind of feel like the smart thing to do would be to do a direct, just because it's been so long since the last Prime game. Like you need like, I think you need to like have some sort of communication to convince people to like be more comfortable with like jumping in with like the 4th entry in a series. They probably don't need to. I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of people that don't care and will be like, well, if I like this, then I'll play the previous ones later.
Yeah.
But that is like a concern that I have.
Then also the problem is how do they even play the earlier ones if they want to?
Yeah.
We need Prime 2 and Prime 3 remasters like ASAP.
Prime 2 is so fucking good. I was like shocked at how good that game is.
Oh, I'm so happy that you liked it as much as you did. Prime 2 is amazing. Okay, this might be the last mission I do for the night.
Yeah, it's getting close for me.
Though the people of Hyrule celebrated their newfound peace, it was soon shattered as one after another.
But I've had a lot of fun on the stream, dude. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. It's been fun. I've been having fun playing this game. Even though I'm honestly not paying too much attention to the story and what's going on, but that's fine.
Well, you can always scrub through the VOD a bit when you're done, because I've been yapping so much. We've both been yapping.
You and me both. But as soon as that Korok shows up again, I'm gonna shut myself up and pay attention, because
Ganondorf set off for Mount Hylia with Rauru following close behind.
And the fucking
Sonia and
Link
Zelda
construct
to
that
look
just
after the affairs
transformed
of the
into
castle in
a
the King's
jet
Keep.
and flew off.
That shit was wild. Especially after like not paying attention for a bit and just seeing that, like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Am I,
Oh, did the stream? What? Wait. Hang on.
I'm not sure. It looks like the stream might have frozen, but I have it on mute, so I'm not sure.
It did.
I can
Like
hear you.
My
It's like
cat
the gameplay
is
feed.
just the gameplay, the
Yeah.
capture. Let me see if I can fix that really quick. Oh, well. We might have to end things here if I can't fix this.
Shit.
I really hope not. Man, I can't close out of OBS because that'll close the stream.
Yeah.
Let's see, deactivate. What the hell happened? Why did it just go black? It's not like last time either, where my TV also like cut out for a few
Oh
seconds.
man.
It's just the stream preview.
Yeah. What kind of capture card do you use?
I'm using an Elgato 4KX right now.
It's weird. I've never had this happen to me. I've had like desync issues, but I don't know.
Probably OBS being annoying as always. That's the thing, that OBS usually doesn't give me too much grief. And like when I was streaming last year a little more consistently on Twitch, I never really had any technical issues like this before. Give me a second.
Okay.
Having some technical difficulty, folks. Worst case scenario, we might have to cut the stream a little shorter than I wanted to. So I just unplugged it, plugged it back in, but doesn't seem to be fixing the issue, unfortunately. It's not even showing up
Did you
on the TV
unplug it
anymore.
from? Did you unplug the USB?
Yeah, just the USB.
Gotcha.
But now I'm not even getting a signal on the TV.
I was having a weird issue the other day when I was trying to play something on my Wii U. It was like, I don't know if you've ever had this happen, but I was getting like a purple filter thing when I was going into Wii mode. And the way that I figured out how to fix it was basically like unplugging everything from like, I guess probably just needed to unplug both HDMI from the Elgato and then unplugging it from the USB and basically like power cycling the entire thing.
Mm-hmm.
And that like kind of reset something that got past whatever was like giving me that strange filter.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that might help, but I don't know.
I think it's an OBS issue because I also just like deleted the video source and just tried to re-add the capture card, but now the drop down for selecting a device isn't even working. So I think it's an OBS issue. Well, that's not fun.
That's frustrating. Man, I was so excited to learn about the Demon King
The
and
Demon King
Secret
is
Stone. I love the way that you phrase that. Just the Demon King and Secret Stone. Not a Secret Stone, just and Secret Stone.
Oh man, come on, man. Why did this have to happen? What a shame.
What a shame.
Trying to see like if I at the very least in the meantime I can show. I'll just show my desktop for the time being, I guess.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. So on the device drop down, there's just nothing.
Yeah. And when I try to click it, like it won't even like it's as if I'm not clicking it at all. There's no drop down that shows up when I click the little arrow. And I've tried. This is my second time trying to add the source again.
Yeah.
For a video capture device. Yeah, I have no idea how to fix this, unfortunately. I think I'm gonna have to end the stream right there.
Well, if you end it and then try restarting, then at least you know for next time, maybe. If we know for sure it's an OBS issue, then I guess there's nothing you can really do about it, but it's just stupid.
Mm-hmm. Oh well. Okay, well I guess we're gonna end the stream right there, guys. Sorry about that. Sorry about the technical difficulties. But unfortunately it's out of my control and I'm not really sure how to fix them right now. It's just gonna have to be something I troubleshoot on my own end. But regardless, I appreciate you all for those of you who tuned in. It really means a lot to me. This was fun. I had fun with the game. And I guess I was thinking about possibly continuing and streaming the game again tomorrow, but I'm not sure if I'll have time to do that. But in the event that I do, you know, hopefully this fucking OBS shit doesn't happen again. And we have a smoother conclusion to the stream. But again, no guarantees. But yeah, with that, I will just end things off by, I guess, I'll plug Wizawat's channel again. So again, that's Wizawat on YouTube. Go check him out. And thank you so much, man, for joining me. I really appreciate your company and
Yeah, dude.
the yapping and that
Yeah.
that we had during this live stream.
Thanks for having me, man. It was a blast. I had so much fun.
Yeah. Maybe we can do this in the future.
For
Some
sure.
other time for another stream.
I'm down.
But yeah, all right. I will see you guys later. Have a good night.
Good night, everybody.